This again. Hello everyone, my name is Niki, and this is my capstone project video. In this video, I will be exploring Mexican culture, including its rich cultural traditions and fascinating history. I understand that some people might feel that they already, quote unquote, know about Mexico. However, even if you know some familiarities, there are always more to discover about its deep history and vibrant culture. Let me share you my perspective of this culture. I've prepared 8 questions for my parents who have personally experienced living in Mexico. Uh, I asked both of them, uh, what was it like living in Mexico? My mom said it was less violence and children played outside more. My dad said it was good, but finding a job was very challenging. That is why they have to move to America to get jobs, to be able to pay things. I asked, what's the difference between living in Mexico and living in America? My mom says there are more job opportunities and the schools are better. My dad said in America, it's easier to find employment. I asked him, which do you prefer, Mexico or America? My mom loves both, while my dad, he loves Mexico because it is his home, it is where he grew up. I also asked him, which do you prefer, Mexican or American food, and why? My mom loves both because she appreciates the cultural diversity. My dad says Mexican food because it is part of his heritage. Uh, I asked them, in their opinion, what is the difference between American and Mexican food? My mom says Mexican food is more varied, while American food incorporates cuisines worldwide. My dad says Mexican food is generally healthier. I asked them, do you prefer America as it was in the past or as it is now? And why? My mom says I prefer America in the past. No explanation. And my dad said I prefer America when I first arrived, which was the past, because it was much nicer back in the day. Another question I have asked is, are things more expensive in America than in Mexico? My mom said yes. My dad said America is very expensive, even now. The last question I asked to my parents is, do you miss living in Mexico and why? My mom says yes, she does, but she also has family here in America. My dad said yes because he has family there and there's less violence. These insights come from my parents who moved to America seeking better opportunities for their children. Now, let's dive into Mexican history and culture. Mexican food is known for its incredible flavors and fresh ingredients, even with the use of pesticides used to protect their plants from bugs trying to eat them. Many dishes that appear indulgent can be quite healthy. Mexican cuisines offer benefits like good fiber, protein, capsaicin, vitamins, and minerals, and it could be good for the digestion system. Mexico celebrates Dia de Muertos, a holiday honoring deceased loved ones. It's not about mourning, but remembering and celebrating their lives and memories. On October 28th, Mexicans honor those who have died in accidents. The 29th of October, they honor those who have drowned. October 30th, honor forgotten and lost souls. October 31st, honors unborn children, which is called Los Angelitos. November 1st, we honor deceased children, Dia de los Angelitos, Day of the Little Angels. November 2nd, we honor deceased adults. Mexico was colonized by the Spanish Empire in 1519. Following the conquest of the Aztec Empire, after 300 years of Spanish rule, the Mexican War of Independence began, and in 1810, led by Miguel Hidalgo and Costilla, Mexico gained its independence from the Spanish Empire. Now let's talk about a hero in Mexican culture or Mexican history. His name, well, the his name was Emiliano Zapata. He was born in 1879. Was a revolutionist leader who fought against government corruption. He was assassinated on April 10th, 1919, but remains a symbol of resistance. His famous quote, "Better to die on your feet than to live a lifetime on your knees," reflects his fight for equality for all people in Morelos. In Morelos, you could see a big statue of him actually in the center city. Now, let's talk about one of Mexico's most famous folk tales. That one is La Llorona. In the 1550s, a woman, betrayed by her husband, drowned her children in a lake. Filled with remorse, she drowned herself. Now, she's said to wander those lakes, searching for her children, wailing. Parents warn children to stay indoors at night to avoid her. Yes, this is a true folklore. For my parents, not parents, my uncles and aunts told me to, if you ever hear her wailing at night, run indoors and stay quiet. For if she finds you, she will think that you are one of her kids until she is close enough to see that you are not her kid. She will then scratch your face until you are dead. Very horrifying story, but it is a folklore. We don't know if it's real or not. On October 1st, 2024, Mexico made history by electing Claudia Sheinbaum Pardo as its first female president. Her goal is to combat corruption within the government and get rid of the cartel. There are many more aspects to Mexican history and its culture, but I've covered some of the most significant ones. I hope you have. Wait, hold on. I feel like I'm forgetting something very important, like more information. Hold on. Oh, right, the currency of Mexico. Well, I'm sure y'all can look it up online. It's and make sure the source is valid. Anyway, thank you for watching this video, and I hope you learned a lot. Have a wonderful day.